Hello everyone. How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Hello Twitch. Hello YouTube. I know it's been a little bit. Alright, today's plan is to do Duel Live Yapping. But there's sure a lot of stuff in the shop right now. Oh, Warcraft Ticker, congrats on first. Oh, was surely bored. Hello DSD, thank you for the stream. Oh my goodness, 4:35. Thank you for the stream, streak. Oh, look at that. Hello, Isaac. How is everyone? Thank you, thank you. We all monetize now. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I don't know how to make that show up on stream yet, but I'll figure it out. I promise. Oh, chimeric overlord. Thank you. Thank you, Isaac. You really didn't have to, but I appreciate you supporting WhatsApp. I will figure out how to get the YouTube stuff on the stream soon. That's why I didn't make a huge announcement yet, because I want to make sure it's proper. So we're going to eat donuts to celebrate YouTube Corner. I don't know what else really comes with that, but like surely nothing can go wrong with eating donuts, right? Surely nothing can go wrong with eating donuts. Surely. Thank you, Chimeric Overlord. I also hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for the head pats. Let me turn those on. Spend $2 on Alestos. Never mind, spend it on donuts. Okay, what if we split the difference? What if I spend $1 on Alestos and surely they still have $1 donuts somewhere, right, chat? Surely. Right? Surely. Shit. Surely there's still $1 donuts. Surely. Surely. Right, chat? They still got those somewhere, right? We try hard enough, right? Chat. Get an Alestos themed donut. Should I get some frosting and like write some stuff on the donut in celebration? Would y'all think that that's cute? Let's see. What would the easiest Alestral to turn into a donut be? I guess it would probably be more fun. The next one would probably be. What is a circular round Alestral? I guess Sluggo's kind of circular. A hydrate would be cute. Heat buzz. Trying to think of other super. Oh, Porcurate. Porcurate and Porcutide is super easy ones. The puppet fish. How is my Monday not too shabby? How was your Monday? Chad, how was everyone's day? We're yapping, and as I yap, we will be productive. So the goal is finish building the rest of the decks to send out. And send them out today and tomorrow. And then we can start cleaning up the desk. Because in order to eat donuts, we gotta have a clear desk for the hand cam. This goes hand in hand, chat. Hand in hand. But geez, we sure do got a lot of cards. But I think our Monday was pretty solid, you know? Can't complain, can't complain. We'll take what we can get. Let me start sorting out all the cards on the deck. I know some people already got some of their stuff, which I'm surprised with how fast those ship. Because some that I shipped even earlier are still in transit. Oh, dear. Ooh, really? You got the alt art. Ooh, congrats. Nice. Are you a big Striker fan? I know Striker has always been kind of like an archetype with a cult following, but it's picked up even more fans in recent years, especially with like the release of like not only the tactical tri deck, but like specifically the theme chronicle, the solo mode with the little anime and all that stuff. I know that has greatly contributed to its popularity. You sleeved it and ran it. I mean, okay, it is a. I will say the skill floor, pretty low barrier to entry. Skill ceiling. Sky is one of those decks that will show off your technical play at the highest level. Hello, Meaty. Hello, Tao Warlord. Hello, Oni Raid. Ma'am, am I winning? I'm not even playing the game, which means I'm absolutely winning. Oh, welcome on in. We're just chatting today. I do actually play Yu-Gi-Oh, but we have duels on in the background. I'm doing some stuff. So I figured why not two birds with one stone? We can hang out with chat, have a grand old time. And, exactly. We don't even have to play the game. Chat, we're one step ahead of this foolish duelist we're spectating on Duel Live. You're a huge Striker fan. And you like White Forest and Exo Sisters. Ooh. That's pretty in line with what Ray likes to play. Outside of Ray doesn't really go with White Forest. But he's a huge Striker fan and a big Exo Sisters fan. I know there's a new Exo Sister Exo deck monster that came out recently. So I gotta get all these cards together so we can get a deck going. Well, we gotta get a couple decks going. Right now, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm putting together some decks for a little game called Alestros. If y'all are familiar with some of the other Yugi tubers, you may have heard the name Alestros before. Nothing too crazy, but also like nothing to blink at. I've been having a really good time with the game for the past like year or so. I think maybe even is it 2 years now? I think it's 2 years now. Hello, Siku. I have been enjoying Alestos. I haven't seen me play online, but I have been playing a lot of in person at my locals. I have a lot of fun deck building and theory. So I've been having a pretty good time with that. If anyone knows me, they know me. I'm the queen of the 5 card combo. So not every deck I build is great, but I will say they'll usually give the average player a run for their money. I've been having a good time. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff people haven't started cooking with yet. So I'm excited to kind of find the time to explore and put some of those decks together. I did order a couple singles online because there's just a handful of cards that I just did not pull into. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes sets are very varied. And I'm not buying like a bunch of products, so you know. I'm just buying whatever is accessible for myself. And sometimes chat accessibility just comes in reasonable numbers. I tried out Hera for the first time. The Hera deck is very, very consistent, very competent. Definitely something that in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, it definitely gives people a run for their money. So I don't really play Yu-Gi-Oh on paper. I play Master Duel. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh on Master Duel, so I actually don't know like the proper interruption points for a lot of interactions. I also know that some interactions resolve differently with priority on paper than they do in Master Duel. So I will say we might consider doing some remote games. That is definitely something that has been in consideration. Oh, Lance, welcome on in. Try Card Fight Vanguard. Oh, Siku, you know how I feel about Card Fight. Okay, well, I suppose if you have never heard the story about my history with Card Fight Vanguard, I played the original set in EN when it came to paper in the English version back in 2012. And I was playing up until just after the first ride 4 was given to my main deck, Angel Feather. Then I took a break. Maxi for the kill, yeah, I know. I took a break. And then the game rebooted itself like twice. And I just have a hard time coming back because it's like, well, I can't even use my cards anymore. Yeah, when I came out, they had. When I started playing, it was probably a month or two after that they finally released. They first released Gold Paladin. What do you mean the smelly kind of smell? Hello, Fruity. 32 months. Goodness me. Have I really been around for that long? Oh, oh gosh. Thank you, Fruities. I appreciate you supporting Lob's activity. Yeah, the learning curve for Yu-Gi-Oh! On paper is definitely like a little bit rough. Like, if it's a deck I'm familiar with, I have no problem reminiscing. Don't take me back! Hello, Kira. You like D series Vanguard? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely like. I'm gonna be real, it's not even like I'm afraid to play it. I think I'm just lazy. I think I'm just lazy, unironically. Also, it occurs to me that like we've had no background audio. They made the game hell. I'm gonna, as the kids say, call cap on this one. Ain't no way, as the kids say. I don't believe it. Okay, chat. Since you're all here, you went to a regional in Cali with Renova when she first came out. Yeah, chat, that was over a decade ago. Like, it's older than Hamilton. And Hamilton feels relatively new. You play B series Dragonic Tiger Green. You know what? This explains a lot. But y'all remember friend of the channel Dymax plays Card Fight. The Master Duel experience is very premium. I agree, Isaac. Like, that's how I feel about it too. Like, I like collecting the cards on paper. Like, I think I'm actually, like, a TCG collector. A master duel player. Unironically. These oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, stop giving me money! I feel so bad, especially because, like, I don't know how to make the super chats pop up yet on the screen. I guess I can like it. It allows me to... How YouTube thinks. For those of y'all who don't know Twist Chat, on YouTube I recently got YouTube monetized, which is why we were figuring out what to do for stuff. We've decided that we're going to eat donuts. Lance, Isaac, since y'all were supporting lobster activity, would y'all like to decide, and Kira as well, our first subscriber for a week? Membership? Would y'all like to decide what kind of special donuts, if any, that we get when we get donuts to celebrate? I don't know. I didn't know something that, that was something that the Discord was suggesting. If y'all have a specific flavor, you know what, chat? Where's my where's the internet well? Let's see if Crispy Clean is doing any kind of cool collaborations right now. Are they doing any kind of cool, interesting collaborations at the current moment? Let's how do I... Where's the... Y'all clearly don't care enough about Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Like, the donuts are clearly more important, right, chat? It's clearly more important on the donut activity. So, they have Girl Scout donuts. That sounds pretty darn good. I like eating Thin Mints. When will they sponsor me? Ooh, when will I get sponsored by Thin? You like jelly donuts? Play DDD? Hello, X. I hate combos. I don't think I would ever play DDD. Yeah, would y'all like Thin Mints of base? I agree. Would y'all like to... So, normally I just get an original glazed dozen. I normally just get a full glazed dozen because of the value. And also because, like, it's a pretty versatile donut. Krispy Kreme does a lot of collabs where, like, they'll have different flavors. They'll have limited type ones. And then they'll have, ooh, a cannoli. So sometimes they'll have a couple different ones. So, not every single location will stock all the glaze is exactly the same. Your target has Krispy Kreme displays before the cat. Oh, tell them. Cat, we love donuts! Let's see. You can get a bundle? Ooh, chat, they do bundles. So you can get the Girl Scout cookies layered with the original glaze. Or they have a thing, chat, where you can build a dozen. So you can pick and choose. They have other donut flavors other than the glaze. And you can, like, pick and choose up to a dozen donuts. Shoutouts to Blution for funding donuts. The donut meta has been crazy since the last ban list? I know! They limited all the other donuts. Isaac, if y'all have a donut you would like to see me try of some of these limited time or seasonal flavors, or just any of the regular flavors, let me know. But we'll not order it by now. I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Let's build our donut deck, chat. We have 12. We have 12 spots in our donut deck, chat. We're ordering a dozen donuts. I'm getting at least one original glazed donut. Like, if you don't have at least one glazed donut, are you really eating crispy donuts? You know? So we're locking in on one glazed donut. You know, I think I have to get out, like, the art program for this. So we can lock in all 12 donuts. But a playset of glaze is mandatory. Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. How are you? Like... Let's do cannoli. Cannoli sounds pretty good. Let me... Here, we can, what is the most optimal scene? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Art? Might be Yu-Gi-Oh! Art. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh! 3? Aha! Yu-Gi-Oh! 3. Perfect. I didn't get Yu-Gi. I didn't get YouTube on this. Wow, it's YouTube. Get YouTube. Good enough for me. You know what? We're making Yu-Gi-Oh! Smaller. Yu-Gi-Oh's clearly not as important as the donut activity, chat. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, if you think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more important than donut activity, I'm going to tell you right now that you are wrong. You are wrong. We're so bad. We're so bad. Okay. So let me get a new canvas. We gotta build our dozen donuts, chat. This is really important, okay? X out of 12 donuts. Can y'all read that well enough? Do I need to make that bigger? Good enough. Good enough. Right, chat? Slowly to good enough. Oh, great. Welcome on in. Marine's support was just announced? Hello, Kenny! Welcome on in. Chat. Hey, yo, Marine says? What? Okay, chat. Pause. We gotta lock in. Donut. Donut. We gotta lock in. On your favorite donut. Yeah, we need at least one original glaze. That's what I'm saying. Chat. Do we do a play set of glaze or we do one? How many copies of glaze? Is it 1 or is it 3? And we have cannoli down. So first off, I'm gonna prioritize one donut submission from Bushin, one donut submission from Isaac, and one donut submission from Blake. So let me scroll back up in the chat. Lance wants cannoli, and Isaac votes for glaze. We have at least one glaze put in. Do we want to make that 2, or do we double count? I think that counts as 2 glaze. And I'm gonna get a cannoli flavor. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna go 2 glaze. The cannoli sounds really interesting. So we're locking in at least one cannoli. At least one cannoli. They have other flavors, but these are like the seasonal. Like, do we go across the board? Do we try one of everything? Or like, how do we want to approach it? What is the Papa menu? What's my favorite donut? I like a full chocolate donut with chocolate sprinkles. But that's not always something you find at every cuisine. That's more like a mom and pop donut. It's glazed on the ban list? Okay. So, how Krispy Kreme handles the donut ban list is that all donut flavors that come in as limited time are on rotation. Right now, we're on the Girl Scout rotation. They have 3 Girl Scout inspired cookies. We're on the Girl Scout rotation. Then you have a sub-rotation between our seasonal donuts. We can build a 12 donut slot pile and play a bunch of one-of. I don't know if Krispy Kreme has enough food. Am I allergic to anything? The only thing I'm allergic to is something that they shouldn't be able to put onto donuts. Oh my god, did they just resolve Exodia? Oh my god. Krispy Kreme! Obliterate! Yeah, that's what happens when we assemble all 3 Girl Scout donuts, clearly. That's clearly what happened. Hello, Ben. Welcome on in. What are the cool tunes of donuts? I don't think we have cool tune yet. I don't even think donuts have cool. Donuts and Exodia. The last time I feel donut is pretty good in a deck, it can complement my chocolate. Yeah, it is Exodia. Konami is deciding our confection. No, it really is. It really is. The lemon bar looks mad. Okay, so here's the thing, chat. If we get both the lemon bar and the lemon up donut, is that like too much lemon? Hello? Like, chat, look on the screen right now. There's 3 citrus, like, lemon adjacent donuts on the screen. There's the lemon up from the limited time Girl Scout cookie cola. There's the seasonal key lime. And then there's the seasonal lemon bar. How can they make so many lemon donuts? How is this balanced at all? You know what? I think they have to stop printing this archetype of donut. There's clearly an imbalance. It is clearly an imbalance. Like, where's the chocolate donut support that? Also, I'm locking us in for the Thin Mint donut. Like, you can't convince me not to have at least one Thin Mint donut. I have to try the Thin Mint donut. Like, I'm just saying, chat. Like, look at this Rasta. This Rasta has, like, 3 lemon lime flavored donuts. Like, isn't that just way too tart? Like, how can you properly balance this? Like, look. So when you order the dozen, right, for the limited time Girl Scout cookies, you have a good balance. Because, like, so you have Tundra, you have Hydra, and you have, like, Fudge. Okay, and maybe the glaze is, like, Genroku. Maybe. Maybe the glaze is Type. Who knows? I digress. You know what? That's a lie. The glaze is clearly Tundra. Anywho. So, like, you have the Tempai donut, and they all kind of complement each other. They're not too imbalanced, right? If we start trying to mix these donuts with the other limited time donuts, my main concern is that right now on the current rotation and a donut ban, there were 3 lemon or lime flavored donuts. I don't know, chat. How do we balance the palette on this one? How do we do this, chat? How could they leave us in this position? With 3 lemon-flavored donuts on rotation. I want to talk to their ban list managers, chat. They need new management on this ban list, okay? You know what? We need a Twitter. Clearly. It's entirely too much lemon donut. Do I like lemon? I'm like neutral. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes with lemon and dessert, there's a lot of places who don't do lemon desserts correctly. So I'm always very on the fence about it. Like, I'm not opposed, but very rarely do I find a place that does it well, if that makes sense. Email them on stream, you're not down. I will email them right now. We just need, like, a valid excuse. Because why would they listen to... Wait, chat, if we send them hate mail, how could we get sponsored? Chat, if we send them hate mail, how can we get sponsored? You know what? Ah, shoot. I don't think I have the VOD anymore. Chat, there was a time while I was getting... Pause, chat. I need y'all to collude with me. There was a time in the past where I would go out and get pretty much almost all the limited time donuts. So they had, like, the Ghostbusters Krispy Kreme donut. And they had, like, some other ones, too. If we go and we, for a year straight, review every seasonal Krispy Kreme donut on stream and edit this into a video, surely I can tell them about how much I love Krispy Kreme. And we can bank on the Krispy Kreme sponsorship, chat. Chat, work with me on this. We have to commit, chat. We gotta get sponsored by Krispy Kreme. This is our new goal, chat. This is our new goal, okay? We have to become the Donut Lobster streamer so we can get sponsored by Krispy Kreme. And then I can take y'all with me. We're gonna go hit a Krispy Kreme. And we're gonna go to an In-N-Out, and I'm gonna show y'all what a Flying Dutch is. Now, on the In-N-Out secret menu, the Flying Dutchman is a much different thing than what this term is amongst, like, the locals. Which is, a Flying Dutchman to me is you take 2 Krispy Kreme donuts and you order, like, just, like, an animal-style burger patty. And you put it in between the 2 donuts and you eat it. That's a Flying Dutchman to me. That's my definition. Cholesterol is a myth. Look, chat, it's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Chat, collude with me. Collude with me. A strawberry cake. Oh, right. Right, there was one more donut. This strawberry cake donut, like, sure, we can put one on Rasta. Okay. So, chat, this is a hot take. This is a hot take. I've never really had a very good strawberry. I feel like every time I have a strawberry donut, I would rather just have a strawberry cake. Hey, yo, is that Josh Beansley? What if I'm making a burger from the Boondocks? I'll have you know I've been eating that burger since long before Boondocks aired on TV. That was my childhood toy. I had an In-N-Out not too far from my school. Growing up, we would waltz ourselves over, and we didn't always have there was no Krispy Kreme around at the time. So we had to do this bootleg chat. We'd walk to the 7-Eleven. We'd grab the donuts from the 7-Eleven, and we'd walk over to that In-N-Out, and we'd order the thing, and then we'd eat it with the 7-Eleven donuts, because God forbid we could afford a Krispy Kreme in our location. Anywho. A daily loser burger for me? Goodness me. Okay, we'll get us down for one strawberry, but like hot take. I've never had a good strawberry donut. And I really don't remember like what the Krispy Kreme strawberry tastes like. I vaguely remember what the Ghostbusters like lemon donut tasted like. Like vaguely. But like, okay, Josh, if you're still here, I need your opinion. We're trying to build our donut deck, right? But the problem is right now on our limited roster of like cards to choose from, there are 3 lemon lime flavored donuts. And I don't know if I want to triple up on that much lemon when we make this dozen. I wish there were other options. Yes, there was a strawberry cake donut. We are adding it to the list. I have to assemble the Flying Dutchman burger on stream. I mean, I'll do it. I'm not making this up, chat. You're talking to the gal who can eat a dozen donuts in one sitting. Let me make this very clear. We are not eating the 4 dozen in one sitting, okay? You're building a donut deck. I will try one of each of the special flavors. I'm gonna pay forward if you want me to eat a dozen donuts in one sitting. As for the Flying Dutchman, I could be convinced. That's what you paid for, though. What do you mean that's what you paid for? It takes a lot more than this to have me eat a dozen donuts. I've done it before, on stream. It's really not good for my health. It's really not good for our health. It's really not good. Cholesterol is a myth. We ball. Okay, but wait. So that's the problem, chat. Is this 3 lemon donuts on one? Like, now here's the thing. If we want to try some of every donut, right? What we could do is if I take a knife to all of them, we can try all of them without oversaturating them. I would have to convince my roommate to help me finish all of it, or I would have to eat the rest of them throughout the week and pray that they stay like good once we cut in. Also, like, at this point, I think we have to get one of each. Like, we have to at least get like the 2 non-lemon. Like, I think we have to get all the Girl Scout cookie donuts, right? That, like, they come as an off-white. I think you have to get all 3. You know what I mean? Like, I think we have to get all 3. If we don't, I think that's like some kind of stack. You know? I think if we don't get all 3, it's kind of a misplay if we don't get all 3, right? It's for the content tab. Remember, we have to try all of the limited time flavors so that we can make the Krispy Kreme content and we can get sponsored. Cat, we have a new goal, cat. We have to get actually sponsored by Krispy Kreme. And how we're gonna do it is we are going to eat all of their donuts. I'm going to do it. We're going to eat all of their donuts. Clearly. Also, like, do they not have, like, an official name for this cookie? Like, I thought that cookie had a name. I thought that cookie had a name. The coconut one? I thought it had a name. So, like, I think if we are getting a lemon donut, we have to get the lemon up. Because in theory, if the other ones are seasonal, that means that they should rotate it. If anything, that also means that these will stick around longer than the limited time. So in theory, the next time a new set of limited time ones show up, we can finally try the mole. That's right, they look like the mole. They I have to do a Girl Scout box opening for the new set, chat. No! How are we supposed to find Girl Scout cookies when it's not Girl Scout season? Oh god. Oh geez. Can we read the description of the lemon donuts and gold? Okay, I'll read you the description of the key lime pie and the lemon pie. I think we locked in on one of them. I don't know if we can commit though. Okay. The lemon bar donut. Our original glazed donut is dipped in vanilla white icing and sprinkled with sweet cookie pieces for a touch of crunch. A bright lemon swirl adds a burst of citrus flavor, while dusting of sweet powdered coating finish it with an unmistakable lemon bar charm. Light, zesty, and made for warm weather craving. It says light, so I don't think it would be super hot. But it does also say zesty, so I'm not really sure. Okay. Key lime pie donut. Does not contain real limes. Interesting. This unglazed shell donut is filled with our tangy key lime pie cream, TM, then dipped in vibrant lime green icing for a refreshing pop of color. A swirl of smooth frosting and a sprinkle of graham flavored crunch on the top brings the classic pie experience full circle. So which one sounds more appetizing? The key lime pie or the lemon board donut? Thoughts, opinions. Key lime pie, not real limes, chat. Okay, clearly we have to do a poll on both YouTube and Twitch. I'll leave this up for like 5 minutes. We'll start the poll on Twitch. And then let me get the poll going on YouTube. Clearly, we will decide this like a democracy. Until I decide not to decide it democratically. What? Who said that? Go chat! Vote for the donuts! Chat. Okay, how many donuts are we at right now? So 1, 2, 1, 2 glaze, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're at 7 donuts. We can fill 5 more on the line. I'm just potentially like hesitant to I'm potentially hesitant to get too many lime lemon donuts in the same. I also might bump the thin mint ratio. Which one is a brick and which one is a switch? I don't know, chat! I read you the description. Surely y'all are better TCG players than I am. Surely you can figure out the ratio of Papa Donut. Right, chat? Surely. Surely. Let me update the donut. Buffing mint? Yeah, I think having another mint in rotation, I think is the play. I think we have at least one more. We need a break sometimes, you know? Sadly, you are not. What do you mean, Kira? Surely. Surely you can help us build this donut deck. Surely. I think we're all in consensus that at least 2 Thin Mint is going to be the proper level. So on 2 Glaze, 2 Thin Mint, I will say that, like, Glaze is never a bad donut to have more. So I think whatever we don't fill out... whatever we don't fill out, huh? playset wise, I think we just double up on the like how much up on the glazed donut. So like the glazed donut is one of those cards that has that secret rule. You can run as many copies of it in your deck as you want. It's clearly one of those cards. How else do you think people run the mono glazed donut? What kind of sleeves am I running for these donuts? Clear. Clear sleeves. Tournament legal. Perfect fit. Clear sleeves. Fully. The normal monster. But you gotta remember there's no X for this. There's no X for this. We can't run the Baker's Dozen meta. Yeah, we unfortunately can't run the Baker's Dozen meta. The Baker's Dozen meta means that you have to play from a slightly different set. AKA the local donut shop set. It gets you a lot more variety, but the potential quality is sometimes less. It opts you into playing the Baker's Dozen, but you can't just completely get wiped by the like current set meta Krispy Kreme. Yeah, we have the donut technology. We have the donut technology ready for the donut stream. We're so ready. We're so ready for the Krispy Kreme sponsorship. We can commission a Krispy Kreme TM glazed donut for the collab. Is there a bridge we can run into? Okay. The coffee engine will chat. Okay. Hot take from Sansa. I actually don't do caffeine, so I don't drink coffee, and I don't drink a lot of tea. Perhaps like once or twice a month I'll have a soda, and maybe once every a couple of months I'll have like a boba. I don't do coffee, so we can't take the Dunkin' route. The Dunkin' route is another like main subset of donut set that you can run. I don't run the Dunkin' because I don't do caffeine, so I can't bridge into the Dunkin' part. Yeah, I just feel like without caffeine. Never need it. But if Dunkin' comes knocking, okay. If Dunkin' wants to come knocking, then we come flocking. But in the meantime, our goal is Krispy Kreme. We can consider so like okay, I think it would be fun to review some other donut places like Voodoo Donuts are very popular. They're a gourmet donut place. There's another place called the Donuttery that does some gourmet donuts. And then not too far, like maybe like within 2 hours, I can get this thing called the M&M Donut. And they sell like some kind of like blueberry donut. It's supposed to be like really good. Alright, let's see how the polls went. Okay, so we have 2 votes on Twitch for Lemon Bar Donut. And how many votes do we have on YouTube? How many votes do we have on YouTube? We have 5 votes on YouTube with a majority on Kiva. But because there's 2 votes on Lemon Bar on YouTube, and there's 2 votes of Lemon Bar on Twitch, that means technically the Lemon Bar has the majority vote in combined between all 7 votes. You demand a recount? What do you mean you demand a recount, Kill? Are you a key lime pie fan? Yeah, do we give Mr. Killer Twig a recount on the donut poll? Don't get interfered with the election. Oh man, welcome on in. Chat, do we give Mr. Killer Twig here a repoll on the donut? Yes or no, chat? I'll leave it up to y'all. Not at all, you voted lemon. Wait, you demand a recount. Killer, you wanted the donut you wanted won, and now you're asking for a recount. Oh my god, yo, this is the most TCG player thing I've ever seen. This is the most quad game player activity of all time. I might as well just run the recount at this point. Holy chat. Holy. You voted lemon for the drama? For the drama? What a sick twisted. Goodness me. Okay, well, the majority vote is for the lemon board. Very close race. Now, if it makes you feel any better, these are seasonal flavors. Which means that hypothetically, if there was another collab other than the Girl Scout cookies sometime soon, I'm not going to get the lemonade chili. I think that's too much sugar. That's too much sugar. We're going with the lemon blood. Remember that these are seasonal flavors. So hypothetically, we can try the key lime pie. Hold on, they're recounting the flow of the vote. We are ending the poll. We are ending the poll. I refuse to stand for this vote manipulation. Y'all be happy y'all even get to vote on donut, okay? Goodness. Goodness me. I could have never expected so much politics going into building this. So, like, here's the thing. I'm sure the average stream would be like, oh, you know what? Why don't we just get one of every donut? No, Chad. That's too simple. You can't just get one of every donut, okay? You clearly have to decide the optimal donut arrangement in your dozen. So, let's recount how many donuts, okay? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chat, we have space on roster for 3 more donuts. How are we going to balance? Do we go like 4 glaze and 1 more cookie donut? Do we go for like a 2-2 ratio? Like a 2-2-3? Go like 2-2-2-3? No. 2-2-3. So we only have 3 donuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We have 3 donuts left to fill out this dozen. Do we go up on one of the other flavors? Do we go... What do we go? 3? We go 3 Thin Mint, 4 glaze, and 2 of another donut? So how do we want to distribute? Very important. You demand we get both. Pause, chat. The super chat has come in, chat. Pause. People with money are speaking. The lobbying is going insane, chat. The lobbying is going insane. I thought I was the lobbying. There's so much lobbying going on. I'll have you know that I am doing this in the spirit of the election, in the spirit of the donut. It looks like we're going to have... Okay, chat. If we're getting both, that means now we have to rebalance our deck. We have 2 donuts. How do we rebalance the deck to make up for this high-intensity lemon lime flavor? Chat, you're going into ad. Funded by the Donut Party of America. 11 more donut got us into a war that you want no part of. Yeah, it is a donation, exactly, Oni-Wave. We need to raise the thin mint counts. I kind of agree. I think we do need to raise the thin mint count at this point. Like, I think the coconut caramel is too mild of a sweet flavor to properly balance out, like, the tartness. You know what I mean? It's like, a coconut is a very soft sweetness, chat. We need a very distinct flavor to balance out the tartness of these lemon lime donuts. I think I agree. We gotta go with 3 on the top. So where are we? 1, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we have one more donut. We have one more donut. We go for the 3rd glazed donut to round it out. What do y'all think? We have one more donut on roster of this one. Does the Thin Mint donut taste better cool or frozen? Ooh. Okay, we have to do that now. We have to freeze the Thin Mint donut. So what I'm gonna do is when I order this dozen, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna throw the Thin Mint donut into a Ziploc and toss it in the freezer. How long do you think it takes for it to get cool? Because maybe we can check into it like an hour into stream or something and do like a comparison. No chocolate. Ah, choose your right. I forgot about the base flavors. I forgot about the base flavors of Krispy Kreme, chat. Because they weren't on the little scroll wheel. Chat, we're fumbling so hard. We're fumbling so hard. We're fumbling so hard, chat. God, how do we view all the donuts, chat? Chat, there's so many options. We forgot about the donut sets. Chat, there's the iced donuts, there's the chocolate donut, there's the cake donut. Chat, there's so many chocolate options. Chat, what do we do? Okay, we could always compromise by going down on a glaze. Or going down on a thin. I will say, I think we could go down on one Thin Mint donut. And get a chocolate one instead, hypothetically. Chat! We have to balance the deck, chat! We built the deck without any staples! Yeah, the Homer Simpson donut, chat, you're right. Yeah, we need the strawberry iced donut with sprinkles, chat. It's the one that I'm holding. We need the iconic donut, chat. Okay, we don't need. Okay, I guess it depends on like how hard we want to go on. What am I gonna do if your opponent eats all your coin? We call a judge, and they issue us a proxy. Holy, Platinum Game? I haven't seen Platinum in ages. Do we demand sprinkles? YouTube is demanding sprinkles. This deck list is getting really out of hand. Unbiased YouTube chatter here. Sprinkles are an accessory. Aha! Aha! Likely story. Likely story. Likely story. Anything. Okay, so let's readjust our donut ratios really quick. So I think we decided we're going too thin. Okay. So right now we have 2 glazed donuts. 1 cannoli. 2 thin mint. 1 coconut caramel donut. 1 lemon up donut. 1 strawberry donut. Strawberry cake donut. 1 lemon bar donut. 1 key lime pie donut. And 1 strawberry ice. I have to specify that this is a strawberry cake. So we have 1 more donut slot before we have to start adjusting any other ones. Chat, what chocolate donut? What chocolate donut are we grabbing from this roster of chocolate? And it can't be the mini one. You can't put the mini ones in with the dozen, unfortunately. Do we go classic chocolate? Do we get a custard-filled donut? Do we go chocolate sprinkles? What chocolate counts as a hand trap? I'm not sure. It's situational. You know how some metas it's better to have ghost spell, and some metas it's better to have like, well, you know. You've never seen a New York cheesecake donut? Look, chat. Krispy Kreme is the creme de la creme of affordable gourmet donuts. Now, if you want really gourmet donut places are in art. There are a handful of them strewn across the nation. If you want something accessible and affordable, Krispy Kreme is like the McDonald's of donut places. It's familiar. It's standard. You got your standard donuts. They got a lot of special stuff going on occasion. You know? Unbiased Twitch coffee. Sprinkles easy win. Like, there's a lot of donuts, but okay. So chat. A lot of these that don't have this little... You see the little red and the green thing? If they don't have that... Yeah. If they don't have that little mark next to them, right? These are on their main menu. Any of these other donuts, we can order at any time. So you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. Any of these other donuts you see on roster that don't have a little limited time stamp, don't worry if we're not doing them right now. Okay, chat? I promise they're not going. So we're trying to build the most optimal donut deck here, based off of the other options. I don't need the donut alt. I don't need the alt donut. They win more. Oh, Mikey, welcome on. We're ordering donuts in celebration of hitting YouTube. Not tonight. We're not eating them tonight. I'm gonna pick them up at some other point. Probably with an unscheduled stream. Not a lot going on with them. So what are we thinking? Do we think regular donut or do we think like cream filled? No donut overframe because that ruins the harmony. What is this? We have one more in-slot donut. have one more donut. Gotta decide which. You say chocolate ice. YouTube is thinking Oreo looks pretty good. What do you think would balance out the, like, lemon donut? Your option is well, like, chat. What do you think would best balance out the lemon? Because we have some pretty... There was a heavy lean towards lemon. And you gotta remember that, like, some of these lemon donuts... Oh my god, did Typhon just win it? Chat, Typhon just won a game. How dare they? How dare they increase the win rate of Typhon? What kind of sick, twisted duel is? Yeah, chocolate, yeah, I know. Yeah, so chocolate and lemon do balance each other. Like, which one? We have so many options. VIP that guy? I don't even know who they are. These are just random duel lives. If somehow that duelist finds their way to my channel and says, Sam, I was the duelist that won with Typhon. I have this exact replay. I will VIP them on the spot. However, Typhon looks like chocolate. Email? I can't email the guy. This is anonymous. You can't even add them. It's completely anonymous when you watch Duel Live. I can't email him. It's physically impossible. Okay, chat. Back to the matter at hand. Which chocolate donut are we using the offset? Hello, Mino. Is Santa a donut? Because I'll be glazing for... Uh-huh! I sure hope that's the way the kids use that word. It better be how the kids use that word. We have one more donut. We have the chocolate ice cream filled donut. We have the chocolate ice custard filled donut. We have the standard chocolate ice donut. We have the chocolate ice donut. There's the Oreo cookies and cream filled donut. I don't know if there's a type. Yeah, what, you don't know what glazing means? Okay, so the kids taught me this. One of my roommates is kind of hip with the kids. They're quite a ways younger than me because the other roommate's younger sibling. So they keep me updated with the kids. So according to the kids, when you glaze someone, you're like really hyping them up. You think Typhon would be an Oreo? You think the Oreo donut is a Typhon? Weird. Oh, Almond Hot, welcome on. Yahaha. Yahaha. Was there Plunder Patrol and I didn't see? These whippersnappers gonna hit the books more like, look. Hey, Kira, you're looking at it the wrong way. Language is an ever-evolving thing. And so having and allowing for, you know, the general lingua franca, everyday vernacular allowed to process and go through the change, it's just part of the evolution of language. And if anything, it should be something we should embrace. Because that's how you stay hip with the kids. Skippity wit. We're so hip with the kids. We're so hip with the kids. I hope they still stay that. Oh, the sprinkles a link one don't. I don't think there's an extra deck, chat. I think there's just a 12 donut main deck. Good night, Icy. My 2 age is showing. I'm so hip with the kids. I'm so hip with the kids. Totally. that a mediocre snack? Well, I like. Well, think about it this way. There's a lot of mediocre cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That get played. Surely there's a lot of mediocre snacks. Look at how many gray hairs I have. How have you know my hair was ombre? I have colored tips. I have dyed tips to my hair. I don't dye my roots. Okay, this is a natural color. Surely natural. Surely. How do you do, fellow? I'm not going to take the donut hating. We're on a very important donut building deck list campaign. In fact, I've like stopped doing all the card sorting to figure out this donut shenanigans, okay? Clearly very important. Very important. Very important. Make donuts start. I don't even know how we begin to make. Okay, chat. It's between the chocolate sprinkle donut or the almond. You're hoping for a donut that would wow you, but you haven't had one. Have you ever been to a specialty donut place? So, like, Krispy Kreme is like the McDonald's of donut place. It's like very standard. California is a place that really likes food. So there's a bunch of like gourmet donut places and gourmet donuts that are I reckon that there might be a donut or two out there that you haven't tried. So I won't say that it's going to be something you will easily try. The quality of like basic donut. Yeah, artisanal donut. Yeah, there's a lot of shops, including Voodoo Donut, who has a whole gimmick. The M&M Donut Shop. There's a handful of other ones, too. They do a whole bunch of donuts. There's Red Velvet Donut, Bacon Donut. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Never been to a Krispy Kreme. My state has a handful, but they're not super close, which is why we're trying to figure out the order right. Because it's gonna be a little bit of a drive for me to drive out and pick up these cards. But we'll do it, chat. We'll do it for the concept, chat, so we can get sponsored. Surely after a year, chat, of ordering Krispy Kreme, reviewing it on stream, turning it into videos. Surely we can get sponsored by Krispy Kreme. We have the donut redeem to commit to it, chat. Okay? We can physically eat the donut. Imagine, chat. The ad reel. We eat the donut, chat. I have such a compelling sound. Surely. You gotta be able to put... Ooh, actually, there is a donut. There is a donut here. There is a donut that you can use a pretzel on. And that's Voodoo Donut. Voodoo Doll Donut. Never allowed. Gosh dang it, why can't you just let me look at the donut? Okay, I'm gonna have to zoom in on this one. So the Voodoo Doll Donut is filled with raspberry dipped in chocolate frosting, and you get to poke through it with a pretzel stake through its heart. And so this is like one of their first like concept donuts They're also one of the first donut places in the US to do a bacon donut. They have a maple bacon board donut. I want to eat all 12 on stream. There's no way we can eat all 12 on stream. We can maybe taste them, but yeah. So like Voodoo Donuts is one of those like gourmet donut places. They have a bunch of like donuts. They're known as like an edgy donut place. They're a very edgy donut place, okay? They're very edgy, very cool donuts on occasion. That's like the whole like shtick. Is that they're like edgy donuts. They got some like weird flavors and weird concepts. Edgy donuts. Yeah, that's the whole thing is that they have edgy donuts. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, this is a real donut that you can order from their establishment. Yes. These are real donuts and they sell them at the donut place. This is a real donut place. That's a Krispy Kreme. The strawberry goat tart looks delicious. Like, yeah, there's a lot of donut places out there. Voodoo Donuts has a couple of locations. One of their most famous locations is that they are at Universal Studios Hollywood. You've seen enough. You're off donuts for good. What do you mean? There's so many more donuts to be had. Yeah, there's a lot of donut places out there. There's more than just these donut places. Some of the names of some of the more exotic ones escape. And there's like other types of donuts too. There's like mochi donut. Now, okay, hold on. I'm not the biggest fan of mochi. Some people really like the consistency. I think I'm in donuts for the bread and the flavor. I'm not in the donuts for the texture. I'm in the donuts for the taste. A little bit of texture variation is needed in order. I'm in it for the flavor. It's a hard thing to balance. Like you got a lot of options. Have I had an ube donut? I would prefer to have regular ube, to be honest. But in the defense of the mom and pop shop, maybe they just didn't like buy it well that day. Like I don't know. Can the complexity of Yu-Gi-Oh be understood? I'm going to say no because donuts don't have an end. But maybe there's a way where you can understand monarchs through donuts. And maybe you can understand true Draco through donuts. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like ube is really like volatile ingredient. Especially like with baking. I feel like I've had ube cakes from like the same bakery, and they just never taste the same, if that makes any sense. So I think that's going to be my answer is, can you understand that you feel through donuts? I'm going to say that donuts don't have an explanation, but you could probably learn more. And potentially two Draco who don't. Now that's a video someone else can do. Clearly. Clearly a video someone else. So it is between the Oreo cookies and cream filled donut and the chocolate ice donut. So here's the one thing. some people might not agree with me. I actually don't like that Krispy Kreme ices that chocolate. I actually prefer my chocolate donuts to be uniced and then just have chocolate icing. That makes sense. Like, I don't like the double up on the glaze and the chocolate. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'd rather have a plain donut that just has the chocolate icing on top. I don't like the glaze plus the chocolate. It feels too sweet for me. I would rather enjoy the chocolate flavor of the chocolate icing with a regular donut. That's me. 12 lobster rolls would be your death. Oh, okay, but this is donuts. How would you order 12 lobster rolls? You think you know a person? Well, I said it was a hot take, okay? I warned you this would be a hot take. I warned you this would be a hot take. Good night, Omi. Good luck with the odds. Join the Yapping video. Hello, Jay. I mean, there goes the sponsorship. Saw Tempai. There was Tempai? Oh, you mean Chandra? Oh, wait. Is this actually Tempai? Is this Striker Tempai? No, it's like how about... Oh my god, it's actually Tempai. I'm not the one playing. We're busy talking about donuts. This is a dual line. Any. So chat, I think we have it's between the Oreo cream donut and the chocolate. And the only thing stopping me from full sending the chocolate ice donut is, like I mentioned, I actually prefer chocolate donuts without and just with the chocolate. Anyway. I'm not sure. I'm not. I'll take a couple more minutes to stew. I'll take a couple more minutes to stew. Surely we can come to a conclusion. So those are my donut opinions. I suppose we can attempt to log our donut and attempt to put ourselves in a position to get a donut. I think that would be a great question. I would like it. The decision goes to the highest. I suppose, chat, if you wanted to decide the last one, you are welcome to donate, folks. But you really don't have to. At some point, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Finally start sifting for the questions. Figure out what to do. One more donut. Exactly. And one more donut left on the road. For a dozen. Also, if y'all wanted to weigh in as to what we're doing for Lobster Week, there is a poll going on in the Discord. Right now, let's let's see what's going on in really. Look, X. This is the most cursed image I've seen all week. Right now, it looks like community voted cosplay is in the lead. Am I dueling chat on Wing? No, we're watching duels as I decide what donuts to eat. Hello, welcome on in this one. You're seeing a lot of donuts, but you're not seeing the superior powdered donut? I don't think Krispy Kreme has a powdered donut. I don't think Krispy Kreme has ever really done a powdered donut. Yeah, let's go check all of them. I guess they have the closest thing is the cinnamon apple filled donut. But I really don't think that Krispy Kreme does powder. Back to the chocolate donuts to offset the heavy amount of the last thing we're trying to decide on. That's the last thing we're trying to decide. I felt like I had more cards to decide. Suppose we will just invest. Is this MTG? No, we're building donuts. Like, we're ordering an actual dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme. This is not like some kind of weird collab. Oh, welcome on. Give it time, MTG might end up having. I thought they already had a donut walk. I could have sworn someone told me they had a donut walk. Maybe I'm missing. Is that a raid map? What in the Ava? You know, don't think about it. And don't think about it. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. No, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Mask. It is not Codified Vanguard. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's literally Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's between the Oreo and the. I don't really know if I want to have another full. I feel like this is a tough. It's a very tough decision. Y'all don't know how much effort it goes to put into this kind of decision for donuts, alright? Y'all have no idea the stakes on the donut decision making. I feel like I had a stack of that is, and now let's Chocolate iced custard filled donut is the best. Where did all these cards? You don't just have a stack of cards go missing. Like, it does not work. Where could these cards have possibly gone? It's getting ridiculous at this point. These cards have possibly gone. Thank you for the snack. Thank you for Nyanso. Right now I don't have easy access to a snack on my desk. We will buy donut. Let us throw on a yen. Well, that's fun, so that's fun, huh? Yen, so there's no way that I put it in here. Technically, there's a non-zero chance. Oh my god, I put it. Everything that we need? Come on. Good night, Kira. Thank you for hanging. And thank you for supporting me. I don't know, chat. There's a crazy meta going on. Really crazy meta. Very crazy donut. Yo. Like, right now, my general consensus is going to try and make a decision before end of season. Until then, I think I think we just leave up the overlay. If someone comes in and asks, what are we doing, we tell them. We gotta decide on donut. We gotta decide on donut. Of the utmost importance. Donut. If you had anything else you wanted to do, you're welcome to. You can open up the old forum. I'm just gonna be putting well, maybe not 5 billion. I'm gonna be splitting through it. Duelist A, Master Tier, Duelist B, also Master. You know, chat, sometimes the crazy thing about a list is that some sets I pull more foils than I do regular cards. That feels kind of crazy. What is it? So I know a lot of this is gonna be happening on stream. I apologize in advance. I'm just the desk is a mess and it's a lot of tasks on the setup. We're hanging out. So again, for those of y'all who don't know, I do this thing where I give out a lesson set because I really want to. So I was going to be doing this, and I have a handful of decks prepared in the and I'm just sorting through the to get those decks ready to pass out to our interested viewers. We have some Duel Live going in on the background because sometimes I do like having something going on that is. Not that I can't yap up this school, but I think a little bit of really. But not in here. It's not in here. I do know what we have. Pause chat. We gotta get up really quick to go grab some more. Yeah. I am still in the food. So don't think you can get away with stuff. I'm still here. Hopefully the dual line doesn't finish. Yeah. If it does, it is what it is. Well, looks like nothing too crazy. Oh, we came just in time. So, what is that? Makonko? Makonko. a long build. Oh, it doesn't hurt to have these. What is the most recent? Okay, this looks a lot more. I'll go get up and grab. Surely we have. It is kind of I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have it on here. Let me have some around here. Cool. I can always grab some. There's always This looks a little bit. This one looks a little bit more standard. This one looks a little bit. Some crazy work. You go strongest donut to us. Oh, poor me, how are you? I'm trying to figure out what our last donut is. I'm trying to decide between the Oreo cookie and cream and the chocolate ice cream donut. Let me know your thoughts. Clearly you're a duelist. A duelist of faith. Oh. Totally you could be good. Don't make me regret this thing. You're not gonna lie, you've been eyeballing the Oreo cookie. Are we doing Oreo? We might? I'm trying to think if that's a good balance. Like, I think I can go either way. I think it just then depends on, like, okay. So, like, from a meta standpoint, I think you can pick either donut. It just changes the order of donut. Like, depending on the donut you choose, you're going to have to kind of adjust and pivot your, you know? If that makes any sense, chat. I think he's got to do a little bit. to watch in a What is chat thinking? Chat's been very down. I think there's been a lot of back and forth on it. Oreo and the chocolate. So I think I'm okay to go with either. I think both are fine choices. Was the Donut Party of America can fund the decision? I think it's been leaning Oreo. So I guess my next question is, would the Donut Funding Committee be okay with Oreo? Because we don't have to be funding. We don't have to be funding. That makes sense. This is a little modest. I've been playing kinda nuts, so I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you know what, chat? We're going to decide this in the best way. We're going to clearly flip a coin. As all great duelists do. We will fund the oil. Okay, never mind, chat. We're being blind. We're being blind. We are funding the Oreo donut. Thank you for the super chat. Chat? We are locking in the Oreo cookie and cream filled for our last on roster. Clear the keyboard so we can type. We move this up a little bit so we can fit this all on the screenshot. We've locked in our dozen. We've locked in our dozen. After 2 hours, we've decided which dozens of donuts we will be getting in celebration of hitting YouTube. And being YouTube. Thank you again for supporting Lobster TV. Don't mind that, like, y'all really don't have to do it too much. I just appreciate y'all hanging out. That we've locked in our donuts. I will screenshot this for the Discord. And we will be ordering this dozen of donuts sometime this week. Pending on the day. Pending on the day. Y'all will just have to stay vigilant, unfortunately. Thank you for eating donuts. I suppose we may only... Okay, disclaimer. We may only sample a couple of the donuts. Donut flavors we will be ordering. Y'all can go check that that out in the notifications, notification channel. Don't forget we have the Lobster Week overall poll going. And thank you for supporting Lobster. You know what? I'm trying to figure out how to... Oh, it's control, right? It's control. Control. How do I change the color of these things? Oh, I give up. We have brownies today. How do we eat the order? Have we decided the order? We haven't decided the order. Okay, really important question. Chat, do we do a blind run or do we plan this strat now? Because, do we, like, how prepared do we want to be for eating this dozen? How prepared do we want to be? How prepared do we want to be? We can run into it blind. But we could find a proper way. We'll make a fair point. We could define a proper way. That is also an option. Also a... Well, if y'all give me your thoughts and opinions, I'm gonna be swimming. Do you think blind is good? Oh, son. Also, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you, Gold. Thank you for the follow. We have been deciding a donut order. We have finalized our donut deck list. And we're deciding if I want to run this blind. Or if we just go round robin, go classic, then unique. Okay, so I think that's a valid strat, Oni. The thing is, we actually ordered certain amounts of... We ordered some of these donuts. With the concept in mind that they can counteract the... If you look, we basically grabbed every seasonal one, right? Which means we have 3 separate lemon-flavored donuts on this list. We're trying to balance our palette properly by making sure we can offset these lemon-flavored donuts. So there's potentially a proper, like, at least a proper taste. Whether or not we finish each of the donuts, we'll have to see, right? But there's at least, like, a proper tasting for it. Also, Twitch chat, you must go ahead and... There's at least a proper tasting. That's what... Y'all are here for the peak donut content. We bring you this. Deck is being made, you will steal the regenerating donut. You can't take the regenerating donut. I need it. How else can we satiate my never-ending need for donut? I feel like that'd be something like crazy to commission my rigger for. It's like, look, I know we have the regenerating donut, We need one where I finish the donut now for responses. Cat, we have big ass donuts. We want to get sponsored. Should refresh our palette with maze in between them. I think that's also a fair line. I'll have to think about it. Like, there is going to be a legitimate threat to this, but I don't want to think too hard. Like, I think sometimes the spontaneity... Sometimes being a little bit spontaneous. I think I will need a knife. I think we will be... Okay, what we have to do first, I think is the play, is that I cut up each donut so that I can sample each one of the donuts. And then we can eat the ones that we either actually like or want to finish with a sweet. And then we can be food efficient by sharing the leftovers. So I can eat them later in the recipe. Because again, I really don't want to eat a dozen donuts. I'll taste a dozen donuts. I really don't want to be eating a dozen donuts like once a month. No busting team donut. Look, we're gonna get more donuts in the future. I know you all want a lot of different donuts. I promise there will be more opportunities. Lobster Week is coming. Okay? We are definitely going to have another set of donuts come along. Definitely. Get clear. So here's the problem, Sandia. Crispy Clean, the donut chain, doesn't do it. At least not really. So that's like part of the thing. Is that we're sourcing these donuts from a specific. So although we do have a handful of art, right now we're just doing a Krispy Kreme run of them. Because Bushin had funded us a gift. We do have to make good use of what we have. Not bite the hand that feeds. You will change the donut laws. Donut laws are not as strict as people want them to be. At the same time, it's not exactly lax. Unfortunately, donuts can be very unfortunate. That being said, I think we're gonna be around for maybe like another 15, 20. We'll call it there, like not too long of a stream, but not too short of a stream. I know we've been kind of intermittent with the streams lately. Apologies. We're trying to wind into a better schedule, but also like this has been fun. Yeah. Trying to put this. So it's how much did this? 2, 3. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put this aside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a. Let's see, please. I think we. How about. One. Auto recommendation. Okay, pause. We have an auto recommendation. Chat, lock in, lock in. Okay. Cannoli, coconut, lemon bar, glaze, strawberry, cookie, and cream tea. Glaze, strawberry ice, lemon up, thin mint, cold and frozen. Thank you. Okay. I will put that down as a consideration. I will. Oh, but we imagine we played two in the final. We could sub one of the two for renamed it. Maybe named it. I think there's room for flexibility. No, will screenshot and have that in consideration. We'll find out the day. Copy of I feel like I should. Easily. What this? Can't wait for me to eat this thing. I'm glad somebody is excited for us to eat food. Oh man, I'm just. Y'all are usually very excited. Probably a lot more excited than I am. Okay. You second the above. We have two seconding this speed. Okay, we have two. We have two individuals that support this. I will make. What are you supporting? You're supporting offset activity. Well, okay. So YouTube has suggested, and technically also Twitch, user has suggested the optimal run of eating donuts. Can you get a chocolate frosted donut with sprinkles? You can get it for yourself. We've locked in the donut. I should probably just swatch to the deal. Would I believe that donuts are your favorite snack? Donuts are my very top tier snack. I'm a little bit privy to more sweets, but I do enjoy a sweet. Hey yo, what deck we be on? We're not actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now. We are on a double glazed donut, one cannoli, two thin mint ratio with a coconut caramel cream donut followed with a lemon up donut, strawberry cake donut, lemon bar donut, key lime pie donut, strawberry ice donut with sprinkles, finalized with one ratio of cookies and cream. Yam filled donut for us 12 donuts. Couldn't wait for the Ghost Trick support to drop. Is Ghost Trick support coming? I'm looking forward to that. Oh, oh wait, Masters game. We're watching Duel live right now. I was deciding a donut order. Gamers, hello, Weedogs. How are you? Okay, so Redox, here's the thing, Redox. Airways is like a really awkward deck. Like, I think you'll have an okay time playing with it, unless your opponent has shield, in which, like, I think you'll want to play. Ubik as well. This is the one you're least But if someone did mention there's a princess. So cute that Ghost Rick can move. Ooh. Wait, that's really cute. I can't wait for more Ghost Rick. Can't wait, I'm very excited. I do enjoy a good food. Like, I guess this will have a console. You see people actually topping with Aries? I'd have to double check then and reference some of their builds. I've had a couple ideas in mind, but if there's like tried and true activity going on, I'll just hand you the quads and, you know, some extra stuff. Why don't just build between all this stuff? Mr. Shula can give you a hand. I haven't had my hand at Soda. But I did pull an extra Aries at locals yesterday. Which means you have a bracelet of Aries. And that's honestly all you're gonna really need. I'm pretty sure. On the 11th, there was a top 32 Aries. I may have to still build. But I'll make sure you'll have the cards to build that list if you want to try that. You hope Ghost Trick won't go to the dark side. What did they do to Toons again, chat? The final countdown Ghost Trick that recycled all the Ghost Trick. I like going for the I do like the alt win. I have one with the alt win on Ghost Trick. Toons is an FTK deck now? That's crazy. Toons is tier 1? Chat, pause. Pause, we have to do something important. I'm typing with one hand. Pause. Aw, no. The price didn't go up? Okay, chat. So if y'all don't remember, we pulled a Blue Eyes Toon Wagon from the Rarity Collection. And I told myself maybe at some point we can, like, if it gets more popular, we can sell it for some. This is redacted, man. What are you funding? You highly recommend Invincible. And you get to lock this Joey when you go into Flames. The real duelist. For some reason you will back to Fallout. Thank you. I'll make sure you have full staples too. I can do that for you. Okay. That's 2 sorting. Oh, and on the one side of the box. Oh, super. Cards what cards are we using? People are playing Vados Ghost, but we are ready for the future stream. Nice. You really didn't have to, right? Appreciate supporting donuts. The worst thing is that the Ghost Field is not a once per turn and can bring out the monsters so they mods can. Huh. Set up with floods. I usually don't find out about these until they get to Master. Okay, I am just missing one card for this. I think it should be fine. I surely redox this Surely there is. I can make sure he has the blood. What would he be need a Y'all don't know what I'm doing. I'm putting together decks for different people. I give out cards to people who want to try to play on. If y'all are interested in trying another TCG on paper, I do give out the decks completely for free. Y'all can claim them in the Discord. They happen like every time. I make an announcement for my life seems to short. Eyes. Get up really quick. No. We will find. Pick up this entire box. Right? 3 months. I think the good start is picking up the entire box and looking through the. I think that's a phenomenon. With a wise. Alright, not that I don't like hanging out with y'all. I know some of y'all just got here. it is about the 2:30 hour mark. And I think we are going to. We've pretty much accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish. So I think we are probably going to call it here for the evening. Not that I don't like hanging out with y'all, it's just work-life balance. Well, it's probably only deck that's playing Daw. They don't play gaze. Twist. So chat. Thank y'all for deciding to support lobster activity. We will soon celebrate getting YouTube monetized. Thank y'all for always hanging out. I know sometimes our time together is short, but know that I appreciate it. I am going to find a duelist to send you. Let's head over to your Twitch. Who is live right now? Who is I think it's been a little bit since we've rated this duelist. I'm gonna send y'all over to Grey Graves, Twitch chat, YouTube. We don't really raid out on YouTube. I appreciate y'all hanging out. So stay posted for the a donut eating and celebration stream, probably sometime this week. Unsure if it will be the evening or maybe a weekend morning. We'll find out. I do have to take the car into the shop this weekend, so unsure if I can really make it. It might have to be an after work type. Thank y'all for hanging out. I hope you'll have a nice Christmas day. Do take care of yourselves. Quick chat. Send Grey Graves all my love. Decide what you want for the raid. I think next time we go live, I'm hoping we can start doing the active Yu-Gi-Oh event. We have a theme chronicle going on, and we do need to pick up some. But if not, you know what? Time watch is full for this. So do take care of yourselves. I'll see you when I see you. And just remember that you're all in my heart. And wave. Bye bye.